Hi, Christine.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, everybody. Nice to see so many candidates joining us today. Welcome to our live session. I'm Valeria, Talent Search and Business Development Manager at Placement International. Today, we have the honor of hosting a very special guest from our New Orleans Premier Restaurant Groups. Please join me in welcoming Christine Bondieu, Director of People Development at Dickie Brennan and Company Group, which includes renowned establishments like Palace Cafe, Dickie Brennan's Bourbon House, Tableau, and many more. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so very much for having me. I appreciate it.
For those who are unfamiliar with the group, it is a celebrated group in New Orleans, known for its exceptional dining experiences and rich culinary heritage. While we're waiting for more people to join, Christine, would you mind giving us a brief overview of Dickie Brennan's and Company and what sets your restaurants apart?
So Dickie Brennan and Company is a family of restaurants that's been in existence for more than 50 years. We started back at Commander's Palace and branched off to Dickie Brennan and Company. We have 4 locations in the French Quarter and are growing rapidly. We now are up to a total of 10 different properties. Each property has a different concept, so it gives you a unique opportunity to learn all things. We are a company that enjoys training as well.
Well, that's exciting to hear, and we always cherish our partnership and training that you provide. For now, could you please tell us a bit more about positions that are currently open with Dickie Brennan and Company?
So in the front of the house, we have our, the F&B positions, which is all front of the house positions, host, server, server assistant, bar. At the back of the house, our culinary positions, a prep cook, a line cook, which works each station, saute, grill, fry, garde manger, all of those types of positions. We also have a full commissary with a full pastry department, which includes pastry assistants and pastry chefs.
Sounds like you have many opportunities open right now. Can you please let us know what are the key responsibilities and key expectations from these roles?
So at Dickie Brennan and Company, in all of our restaurants, when we're bringing in trainees and interns, we're looking for individuals that are open to learning and receiving constructive criticism. Again, we're an organization that truly enjoys teaching and training. We are a training facility. Again, with our commissary. The trainees or the interns, their sole responsibility is learning.
Wonderful. I wish I could have only that responsibility on a everyday basis. How does Dickie Brennan and Company support the professional growth of the interns and trainees that come to join you?
They'll be exposed to every aspect in the business, in the culinary world, in the kitchen, in the management world, and in the front of the house. Again, they'll train on each station. They can kind of set their path. Right? As quickly as they learn, they can move to a new station or a new position. Our goal is to expose them to everything, to the restaurant as a whole, and how to run and operate a business as a manager or as a chef.
Okay, that's exciting. And what does the training or onboarding process look like for J1 candidates?
So they join our team just as any other team member does. They'll go through the full training process. We, a member of the human resources team, will help them on board once they arrive. Sorry about that. Once they arrive, we will assist them with the onboarding process, Social Security office, their car, their Social Security card, bank account, and all those things. It's not very difficult. It's just, a few steps, takes a few minutes.
Thank you so much for helping our candidates to settle in and figure out their way around administrative processes as well. That's very good to hear that our host companies support our candidates. What are the skills and qualities that you're looking for in your candidates?
Passion. We're looking for someone who's truly passionate about the industry and wants this to be their future. I want a person that's a sponge and will absorb everything that we can provide to them. In New Orleans, it's not only experience exposure to the restaurants, it's a cultural exposure as well.
Wonderful. I believe that passion is the most important factor for the hospitality industry. Mm-hmm. And the last question here would be, do you have any specific advice for those who are considering applying, or for any hospitality person starting their journey right now?
So there's a couple of things there. If you're looking to come to New Orleans is a beautiful city. Dickie Brennan Company is an amazing organization, but you need to do your research. You need to make sure New Orleans is the right place for you, and you need to make sure Dickie Brennan Company is the right fit for you. You also, but this far into their career, they should know that hospitality is their passion, right? So if you're sure that this is what you want to do, or maybe you need to have this experience to solidify your passion for the culinary world and the hospitality world, we're here to help you do that. But again, do research, understand the city that you're coming to, understand the restaurant group that you'll be joining. Again, we have a tremendous amount to offer as an organization, especially with all of our different properties and all of our different concepts. And the city of New Orleans, with the culture that we have, the festivals, over the next year will be amazing. You know, if the trainees arrive in January, it's New Year's Eve, all the football events, right? I don't know if you're familiar with the Super Bowl, but New Orleans has the honor of hosting Super Bowl 2025, which is right here in New Orleans. Mardi Gras and all the festivals, the beautiful architecture, and everything that we have to offer here.
Wonderful. All of us are excited about the Super Bowl event happening, and we're sure there are many candidates who would love to join the New Orleans location for just that, I believe. I actually see many comments already of candidates saying, how can I apply? Can I join? So, Christine, I'm sure you're going to have plenty of profiles to review. Thank you for sharing these wonderful details on the Dickie Brennan and Company. Now let's open a little session for a little floor for our viewers to ask us questions. If you have any questions, please type it in the chat and we'll address as many as possible. Let me just go through some of the questions that we've already seen before. Christine, what kind of nationalities do you welcome at your house company?
Any nationality. We just need to be able to communicate. Need to go through the visa process, and we need to be able to communicate with those individuals.
So, dear candidates, wherever you come from, please send us a little email and share your CV with us at info@placement-it.com, and we'll make sure that Christine receives your CV and you will be able to interview with her. I have some questions about how to apply for this position.
So they go through Placement International. Valeria will send us your CV, and then we'll schedule an interview. But usually via Teams or Zoom, and do an interview.
Wonderful. Do we have more questions? We have a candidate asking in which country it is, in which location. Can we just revise a bit more where we are going?
So we are in the United States of America, in Louisiana, and the city is New Orleans. It's very far south. If you look at a map in the Gulf of Mexico, we sit right on the Gulf of Mexico.
We have more and more questions on how to apply. Christine, definitely you will have a busy day next week. By the way, dear candidates, next week we are holding a virtual recruitment event with Dickie Brennan and Company. So if you are passionate and if you're willing to apply, please let us know at info@placement-it.com, and we will happy to revise your CVs and your background.
I'm looking forward to all the interviews next week.
Wonderful. So it looks like we're all good and set with the questions. Okay, I see more and more about locations. If we can relocate them from Dubai, if we can relocate them from other sides of the world, definitely. Please don't hesitate. We can help any nationality. Just email us once again at info@placement-it.com, and we will help you out. Now, thank you so much, everyone, for having joined us today. We hope you found this session useful and informative. Don't forget, we're hosting a virtual career fair on next Thursday, September 5th. So please make sure to be in advance to send us your CV, and we will help you to get scheduled. Thank you so much, Christine. It was a pleasure having you as always.
Thank you for hosting me.
I'm sure everybody was able to learn more about the opportunities, and we stay in touch.
I appreciate it. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.